skills for 1A, if you want to do number 1, $8,000 was borrowed. So if we're looking at A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the power of N times T, this right here is the principal. Okay, that's what was borrowed. So 8,000 goes here. 4.5% per annum. Now if you look back to here, the annual interest rate has to be a decimal. Did you put it as a decimal? Okay, percent is a decimal. All right, the number, this N is compounding periods per year, and T would be the number of years. Okay. So 8,000 borrowed at 4.5%, so 1 plus, that's 0.045, right? Did you get that? Yeah. Over N, so the number of compounding periods per year. This is semi-annually, so that's 2 times a year, okay? To the power of 2 times a year for 2 years. Okay, and then this is the amount to be repaid. That's the total future amount. Okay? Good with that? Do you have this so far?
Yeah.
All right. So then, I'm not sure what happened there for you to get that really large number, but let's take a look at it. So we got 8,000 times 1 plus 0.0450 over 2. Okay. All right, so that, okay, so you might need to do some brackets around there. I'm not really sure. Let me just try. So insert some brackets there, just to make sure. Okay, and then this is to the power of 2 times 2. So 8,000 times this to the power of. Okay, so what do we get there? 87.4466. 87.44. Actually, we'll round that to the nearest cent. So 67. So 8,744, 744.67. So that's how much has to be repaid. So we've got $744.67 in interest. Okay, and this is the compound interest formula. All right, so that's the number 1 for the Build Your Skills for 8.1. Okay, so just a reminder for this chapter 8, and I'll just put this on the video as well. What I want, the minimum requirement for chapter 8 for this year is to know and understand and study the terms, so all of the terms that would be in the margins, okay, and understanding all these terms, to read through the examples, to study them. The Build Your Skills are optional, and for 8.1 here, I'm going to skip down to the practice problems. All you have to do is the practice your new skills questions. That's what you have to do. And these are the little hints that I'm giving you for where to look back in your workbook to solve these problems. Okay? So for example, page 295, if you look at the list of things to consider, that's what you need to look at when you're answering this question number 1 on page 305. 297 is the term, is where you look. And example 3 on the next page is one you want to look up in order to do number 2. For 3 and 4, look at page 297 and 302 in your workbook. That gives you some terms and some examples that are like this. And then for 4C and for 5, you're using this formula that we just used in the Build Your Skills practice. So that's 8.1. That's kind of the direction, instruction. Again, this is largely just you're doing this individually, and you don't have to do the Build Your Skills. They're optional.